in this video, I'm just going to do a quick review. I'm probably only going to do 2 problems with you. This practice is just going to give you a review of finding the C value and a leg. So the one thing you really have to pay attention to is what values they're giving you, because in these practices, find the hypotenuse or find the leg, you're going to have to figure out what information you've been given and what information they are missing. So if we have a right triangle, all right, so here's our right triangle and the 2 values that they have given us. So the way that I always figure out which value I've been given is I look for that 90-degree angle. Remember that the 2 pieces of information, or the 2 side links that form that 90-degree angle, are the legs. So we can always just write A and B or B and A. Remember, those can be flip-flopped. So I'm going to go ahead and write A and B. And remember, the hypotenuse is always across from the 90-degree angle, and that's always going to be our C value. So once you have the triangle labeled, you can see that we're going to be finding a leg in this problem. So we have A squared plus 6 squared is equal to 14 squared. So 6 squared is 6 times 6, which is 36. 14 squared, 14 times 14 is 196. We have to get the A by itself, so we're going to have to subtract the 36 to the other side. That leaves A squared is equal to 160. To get that A by itself and get that squared off, we have to square root. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. Now, one big thing that people kept messing up last week's assignments is the rounding. So if I have, I always write down 12.64, and you always should only have one number after the decimal in your final answer. So I write down 2 of them because here's my tenths place. I have to look at the 4 to tell me what to do to the 6. Since 4 tells me to keep that 6 the same, my final answer is 12.6. Okay. If you need to, that rounding video is still linked. You can go back and watch it if you need more help on rounding to the tenths. All right. Here's our second problem. All right. So again, the legs, the A and the B, form that 90-degree angle. So that means this can be A and this one can be B, which means the number we're looking for is our C value on this problem, the hypotenuse. So we're going to plug in 3.4 squared plus 5.7 squared is equal to C squared. 3.4 squared, get 11.56. 5.7 squared, get 32.49. Add those 2 together, we get 44.05 is equal to C squared. Have to square root both sides to get C by itself. So on this one, we get 6.63. That 3 tells me to keep my 6 the same, so we get 6.6. Make sure that you are writing down the problems off of the Google form onto a piece of notebook paper. Last week, as people were submitting answers, if they were off on their rounding or their answers were really far off, I was emailing them. But you're going to have the problems written down because you won't be able to go back and look at the Google form again. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I will get back to you pretty quickly, and let me know if you have any questions. Hope you guys are staying safe. Talk to you soon.